afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Dane, Master of Propaganda, Hero of Reich, Defender of the Fatherland. Off here to an exciting 1 vs 1 on Minsk Pocket. This is, by the way, going to be a long one, so there'll be no mid-game announcement. Might probably even try to speed things up here and there just a wee bit. It's going to be between here Zuna fighting for Germany, for the Oberkommando West, for the Reich Deutschland. Fighting here for the 3rd SS Panzerdivision Totenkopf, going up here versus Ivan. Fighting here for the glory of Comrade Stalin. And the 4th Guards Tank Corps here with advanced warfare. We've got conscripts on the way there. We've got forces on the way here for Zuna. Noting, by the way, he's got elite armoured, special operations, and Luftwaffe forces, Panzerix, infantry bulletins. We've got a ton of guard bulletins here for Ivan, but due to the doctrine he's chosen, he won't be able to actually get anything out of them. So, I suppose that kind of ruins the point a bit. But plenty of conscripts there on the way for Ivan. We've got the truck here sort of driving along the muddy wooden roads. Yeah, what's on the radio? Nothing. Where do you think we are? It's the Eastern Front. There's nothing like that. Port there being secured slowly by the Sturmpioniere. 2 Volkskriegs squad so far. Nothing else here so far from Zuna though. There you go, first engaged Sturmpioniere versus combat engineers and conscript shoots going off there. And we got a Kubelwagen actually on the way here for Zuna. Kubelwagen. Though the SS actually themselves preferred the Schwimmwagen, which was notably more amphibious. It was basically, well, an amphibious Kubelwagen. So, little fun fact there, Port's being secured, moving westwards. The Sturmpioniere is forced away, forcing away from munitions. Left side being slowly moved up here for some conscripts. No upgrades, no further conscripts here from Ivan. There we go, 4th on the way. Kubelwagen mobilized. For Deutschland. And rolling ahead there on tiny wheels. Conscripts making good progress here with companies and there we go. The Kuban going to have an update with its mounted MG-34. Quickly suppressing Vasily and friends. Might be having an engagement over here as well. Commerce looks like they'll have to sort of retreat very soon or make it into a building, in which case they might be able to hold up the Kubelwagen. And looks like in fact they will make it. The Kubelwagen sadly lacking support to quickly deal with the combat engineers. They get pinned, but not before they manage to get into the building. Good thing we're pinned inside this building. There go more comes back. Interesting, he's laying down some sandbag fighting position. He's basically trying to block Kubelwagen from through here. Won't stop infantry, he can just sort of walk over. But they actually prevent the Kubelwagen from going down the right flank. Intriguing. Meanwhile, got more forces getting up the conscript on the left flank. Ivan's troops here might find this a little bit outmaneuvered, outnumbered, and outgunned. Got more conscripts arriving, but at the same time, they'll be running straight into hard German resistance. Kuban here resuming repairs. Comes with treaty. Also, of course, this is a slight disadvantage here for Ivan. Any troops that end up here will have to retreat another way around since he's basically sort of blocked it. So that can actually backfire. I'm sure he can also go over it, but again, if he has to retreat, he's going to have to take a longer route, which is something Zuna could then take advantage of. Truck doing nothing so far. He could go for battle group headquarters. He could go for a mechanized regiment headquarters. Of course, it also works the same way. I mean, he rolls so, but he's going to have to retreat for a longer path. So why did the Russians do this? I don't know, for exercise?
The enemy has taken our supply sector.
Moving up here. Securing the point there. In fact, we do note here that Zuna's left a few point a bit unguarded, which is a bit dangerous of the dual commerce. He's actually going here for a battle group headquarters for Deutschland. We've got a support bomb Kampagner up here for Ivan. Got the Kubang here setting up to engage the conscripts. Halfway towards the 21 forces holding up here as well. From the hill. Conscripts there getting suppressed, but we've got another conscript attacking there. No upgrade so far here, by the way, for Ivan. No anti-tank grenades. We do got a field infirmary up, but that's not going to help the conscript take down the Kubelwagen. Pretty damn sure it won't. I'm making progress up here. Sturmpioneer moving up to the left side. There you go. He's basically playing some mind games here, by the way, on Zuna to a certain extent. He's making him think, oh shit, he's got anti-tank grenades. He's just pushing back the Kubelwagen. And of course, he can do a bit of damage to it, but overall, I mean, it's basically just mind games. Because ultimately, it's not a chance Zuna can take. He can't risk it. He can't risk it at all. I mean, if he judges wrong, it's going to be an anti-tank grenade straight through the engine block. In which case, you know, it's good night, Bernhard. You got a fuel cache going up there for Ivan. Folks are fighting. Quick Shilan Grenade! Oh! Did alright there, but ultimately the Fox are still rather heavily outmaneuvered. They'll need the Kubelwagen to save the day. Meanwhile, man engagement here. Some sandbags might help the Fox hold up here, right around the victory points here, so the conscripts themselves can't use it, or the Russians. By the way, we got 4 Volksgrenadiers here, by the way, for Zuna and the Sturmpioneer and the Kubelwagen. We got a quick tank battalion command going up here for Ivan. Rather rapidly. Only 6 minutes have passed, by the way. Only 6 minutes. But he's been playing rather confidently. He feels confident with the 4 conscripts and the fuel cache to actually go straight for this. Which could maybe indicate a quick T70 or something like that. I mean, it's going to take a bit of a while, but not too long either. And we got a Sturmpioneer in there, second, number 2 on the way here for Zuna. So, very heavy infantry approach here. Very heavy infantry approach. With a bit of light motor there to support it all as it goes. Leading a nice assault here, the heavy cover allows for example to pretty much launch assault here while in heavy cover. And what is this? What is this? Did he actually repair the sandbags? Huh. Nego going for the fuel point, very bold here by Zuna, but might work out. No, conscripts just in time, man, to block up then again though. Versus that many Volksgrenadiers, it might not quite work out for them. They've got nothing to really dislodge. We've got more conscripts arriving at the same time, unraveling the left flank here. Good job there by Ivan. Kubang still can't help with the Volksgrenadiers and they couldn't even try and take the fuel point. Might also want to consider laying down some mines. Minen. Achtung. And there you go, the second Sturmpioneer unit. Sturmpionier. Quite a few there. Conscripts rushing straight into the Kubelwagen. Bit of heavy fire there inflicted. We got the Sturmpionier arriving as well. And there we go. Conscripts pinned down, making easy target here for the Sturmpionier as they close in. Larger counterattack on the left flank with more Volks and more Sturmpioneers. That way he can form up several assault groups around the Sturmpioneers, if you will. Also a bit of harassment on the right flank. Tank group of 10 commanders up. We got submachine guns here being handed out, so now a lot of submachine guns that way will go against Zuna, which can definitely push things against the Volksgrenadiers. Sturmpioneers should still have a decent chance, but the Volksgrenadiers will be dependent on either Kubel. Oh, my apologies for the hiccups there, but the Kubelwagen or the Sturmpioneers to have any serious chance there versus all these conscripts. So I imagine we'll be heavily and there we go, T70 on the way, and noting for Zuna, what does he have in the stopping the tiny tank tower department? Bugger all, he can of course, in this case, actually rapidly get himself some Panzerschrecks. So it's not all bad, but it's not all good either. I mean, he's also got plenty of manpower to get a Kenwerf he should consider, but apparently he does not seem to be maybe quite expecting a T70 rush here from Ivan, though despite the act being quite potent, in particular versus an unsuspecting Oberkommando West player. We've got a spare Panzer, of course, going over to guard the fuel point. That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. I mean, as the Oberkommando West, you really want to guard your fuel point, plus the central position here does make it a bit more of a good position as well, and a bit of an imperative. But there we go. T70 light tank arrives. T70 arrives. Kubang history on Pioneer. Interesting enough, there's been no mines, but there we go. I think it's actually getting a Panzerschreck somewhere. It's in mines instead. Oh. There seems to have been a drop in his munitions, but I'm guessing it must have been some grenades. Oh, there we go. We got Panzerschrecks on the way. T70 rushing forwards. Kubang about to get wrecked. He might try and at least make it up. Oh, Kubang out of control. So right here, things are getting quickly ugly here for Zuna. The T70 almost wiping out an Volksgrenadier squad there in its entirety. 4 kills, almost stretched into 1. More troops in trouble. I'm guessing Zuna might try and bait it into the flank And placement on the Schwerpanzer quarters, which might be his best chance, but there we go. Veterans, you won already. 5 kills, 6 kills. That T-70 all games good hits. There you go. Schwerpanzer quarters opening up. T-70 actually exposing. He's risking it. He's risking it at the same time. There we go. Damage engine in front of the Schwerpanzer quarters. Oh, and he lost it. He lost it. Didn't get a squad wipe. He got the Kubelwagen and he got a bunch of Volksgrenadiers. So I suppose it's not a complete loss there for Ivan, but at the same time, I don't think he quite, at least managed to sort of make its cost in. It was close, though. If it wasn't. Well, no, that was a bit, I mean, he really wanted to get that false squad. He did, instead he lost the T-set. I don't think it was worth it, to be honest. In particular, since he's rather removed the threat of a light tank there from Zuna's shoulders, giving him a bit more time to do something. And we got the Lux there on the way. Lux Aufklärungspanzer. To then try and harass his opponent. There we go, Ivan. Quick to lay down some mines around here. Good point there, by the way. We got some German mines over there, so that's where some of those munitions went. Constantly hiding up there, keeping the Volksgrenadiers at bay with all the punch strikes. Now we've got quick granate. And a squad got wiped. A huge bundle of bodies and other bits there. And looks like he's finally had it with those sandbags. Going to wipe them with the punch strikes. Lux Aufklärungspanzer arriving there. Conscripts lining up. We got more on the way. We've got a field gun on the way clearly now. Probably that also helps he has this, so we can sort of quickly get an idea of what's going on. But either way, he's getting a field gun. Obvious response there. And that was probably also a part where he felt confident he had to go for the T-70 rush because he knew his opponent hadn't bothered with anything like that. So in that regard, radio intercept does also allow us to sort of get more out of such a rush. Oh, lost the Volksgrenadiers there to the mine. A horrible loss there. A nice macabre V formation, if you will. In fact, even in death, they maintained it. 9, even in death, we maintain formation. We are Germans, not Italians. That looks somehow rather sad.
Make ready to move. We have secured the target. Standing by. Send orders.
So sad. And then almost dying in unison as well. There we're going to find there from the Lux. Still moving forward to the mines. We're going to clear up the other one. That's good. For him, not the Russians. Second truck arrived there. Or the last one actually, third. Constantly up here. No anti-tank grenade still. Going to be vulnerable here to the... Oh, they actually got anti-tank grenade stuff, unless they end up retreating in the face of the auto cannon mounted there on the Lux. And the conscripts are getting absolutely pummeled here with heavy fire. Meanwhile, up north, we got some Volksgrenadiers versus the conscripts. Actually, retreats right there. I'm a bit surprised considering the state of the conscripts there. Looks like he might be able to get a squad wipe there. That would certainly help out. Zuna a bit more, buying a bit more time. A bit of manpower being floated here by both sides. What could he be planning? I imagine, though, by the same time, it might be he's actually aiming here for the T-3045, so he might get some other stuff more to sort of keep up the pressure versus Zuna in the meanwhile.
Point secure.
Zuna, though, will be a bit behind there versus the T-3045. Academy for keeping the center covered, though. Unscreened. I mean, he can retreat it, but versus conscript with submachine guns appearing out of nowhere, it could cause a problem there for Zuna. Could cause a problem. We got more Volksgrenadiers away to replace the losses. Got mines here clearing the way, or at least attempting to. So, no further fuel cartridges, for example, for Ivan. He could consider that. That might allow him to get out of more tanks here while he waits for the T-3045s. Or at least allow some heavier hits there against Zuna. I mean, the T-34-76 to quickly deal with that looks might prove to be a good idea. Well, that's going to hope catching with some anti-tank grenades or mines and then running it down with the field gun. Which could be a bit risky. Interesting enough, his field gun is very much behind in reserve. He's clearly aiming to sort of act more on a reactive basis rather than an active base and hoping he can sort of catch it in a more prepared field zone. Got mines going down there. Oh, cancel it. Flash advance up then. There we go. It looks like a large gate going up in the centre. Luke's leading the way. Infantry supporting it. Minesweepers all the way. Good. We got more mines going down from here. Clearly, Ivan is doing a good job there. Basically trying to build a mine crew. He's definitely going to prevent the Lukes from rushing ahead. And there you go, field gun moving in, and also noting, by the way, it's also going to make it more difficult for it to actually flank and outmaneuver the field gun as well, which is only to the advantage of Ivan. Less, of course, to Zuna. Still no doctrine from him, by the way. We're closing in on the 20-minute mark, but there's so far been nothing in that department. We're also noting both players are now beginning to float a notable amount of manpower, which is a bit worrying. I mean, both players sort of seem to be, waiting for almost like a good hand, but it's, there's not really much they can do there. In particular, not Zuna, he's got nothing doctrinally. I mean, he could get some orbitals down, which would definitely allow him to apply some heavier pressure there to Ivan's troop. Oh, another man went off there. At least this time, no men were sent together in unison, in full formation. And there you go, looks and clean conscripts. This time he doesn't seem worried about anti-tank grenades. There you go, we actually end up with even here pulling back due to the high damage which actually result in getting wiped if we try to fall over a grenade. Wise position there. Straight past the Foxes, we might try and wipe them on retreat. And there we go. Damaged engine, but there's Sturmpioneer nearby to fix the problem. He actually got a squad wipe there, so that's a bit of a blow there to Ivan, who needs to get some more troops out. I'm surprised he isn't bothered with any maxims, considering all the infantry his opponent has, or maybe a mortar or another field gun, but overall he needs to spend some of that manpower. You really can't keep floating it. Same with Zuna. I mean, I'm even less clear on what it is Zuna is waiting for. I mean, a Panther is not that manpower intensive. And what could he be aiming for? Not even the Sturmtiger is, and I mean, he's not got the third truck to go for a King Tiger. I mean, a Command Panther maybe, but that benefit generally works for anything else. I mean, all the calling infantry is over here as well, so, I mean, I suppose he could be playing for Elite Armoured Panther. Well, finally getting some orbitals down there, finally. Still got a bit of manpower there. We also got some replacement troops there for Ivan. Also getting another field gun there. Maybe if you're realising one, it's not necessarily going to cut it here versus the Lux or Lynx, which, by the way, had a turret napped from a scrap reconnaissance project. No, wait, that was the Puma. Actually, that was the Leopard. Though there actually was one Lux tank was actually made with the same turret as the Puma. Little fun fact there. Little fun fact. Got good pressure on the right flank, securing territory. There you go, the orbital gun arrives. Veteran SS troops of many battles on the Eastern Front, including maybe Kharkov. Straight to the communists there. Sturmpioneer, communists could be not wiped. Looks very likely, there we go. Toad. Even though it's not giving up, and again, it's clear he's aiming for something bigger. Same for Zuna, who is closing in on the 20-minute mark, but has yet to sort of do anything with it.
Standing by.
Got some mounts going down, we got troops hanging over here. Bit bold to lay down mount right in front where he might be spotted. Might be feeling a bit confident, or must not be paying attention. More mines over here. I'm not entirely sure what he's thinking with that. Then again, he just wiped the only unit with a minesweeper, so he must be feeling he can get away with it. And basically hope his opponent has the same memory of a goldfish with brain damage. Engineers on the way, like to win minesweepers to counter these mines. There you go, conscripts rushing straight in. Sturmpioneers need to retreat. So do the Volksguns. Oh, there we go. Orbers are down to the rescue with Volksguns support. And the Lux as well. These conscripts are about to have a very unpleasant day. Commies arriving. He might at least suffer one squad right there. Halfway to victory too soon. Still no doctrine from Zuna. And he's also now floating. Not happy about that. Not happy. I mean, he's gotten a Panther now. He's still not tamed up. I mean, he's increasingly looking like he might be playing for Elite Armoured and going for the Panzer IV battle group. Which would certainly be a rare sight in a 1 versus 1 with players this high ranked. Got an orbs on you, yes, at least he's not realising he can't just float that much manpower. But again, both players seem to again just be waiting for that big stuff before they can call in. I mean, if he just waits for that, he can quickly in a row actually call in 2 T-3045s as soon as the cooldown wears down. And I suppose if he keeps waiting out, he could in theory call in the Panzer Force, but I'm not sure why he's waiting for that. I mean, is he thinking again at radio intercept and just basically wants to surprise his opponent as much as possible? And there we go. There we go. We do get elite armored. A rarity in 1 vs 1s nowadays, but Zuna actually went for it. He actually bloody well went for it. Very rare. But there you go. Panzerkampfwagen 4. We just need to do a bit of damage there, kill a few Russians. Put them into the grave. There we go. And there we go, Panzer IV battle group. Come on, get it. Country was wiped out. So now we got Zuna here with quite the infantry force. Ivan on the other hand with a much smaller force. And there we go, the Panzer Force Model J's arriving. He's not getting the most veteran one, the armored skirts is the least one. Seems like players keep doing that. Not sure why, but either way though. We got 2 Panzer IVs on the field. The Model J, the last Panzer IV model ever made. Well, designed basically. Made for being easier to produce overall. Having a simplified design amongst other things. Lacked a motor for the turret, though some sources seem to say that's because they're actually lacking in copper for that, so might have been appropriate of those. Also had a bigger fuel tank. Though by that stage of the war that might have been less effective. But it came around by 1944. No, the armoured skirts are actually technically not the correct ones. The ones they actually used were wire mesh. On the turret, though, it was the same thing, but on the side, it was wire mesh skirts. So, little fun fact there. Either way, heavy fire there on the field gun. By the field gun, on the Lux forcing it away. Got the Panzer Force here ready. They could launch flat in there. It goes second up, pair of armoured skirts up. T-34 is available to get calling cards. They could get wiped. And there you go. 1 T-35 available. The fight versus the Panzers. Enemy Gruppe down. Panzer Force rolling up. He's launching quite the assault here. Viergun, they were able to turn in the nick of time. Panzer Force getting some hits there. Obersoldaten, Konstantinist, getting a lot far. We got airstrikes going in. The Soviet Air Force is responding. Catching him, they got T-35 failing in. Field gun almost wiped. If the Panzer Force can hit, there we go. Veteran T2. But there we go, we got a T-35, we got another field gun there firing. He needs to blitz! Blitz! Get both Panzers out of there. Zuna. Blitz! Blitz! There we go, I feel it's a bit late. And he's still not pulling back the other Panzer IV. I think he might be home to catch the field gun off guard here. But the T-35, I'd rather feel it's a bit awfully risky. And there we go, blitzing with the other one as well. Panzer IV's pulled back. Is in a bit of trouble as well as they caught in front of the T-35. Can soon call in another pair, but he's still got so much manpower. He's also lost most of his infantry. So right here, I mean, Ivan needs to sort of deal with that. I mean, on the north, tolerate this, but overall, I think in the end the game is reasonably enough. Plus, well, Panzer IVs for the Oberkommando West, which overall makes this a bit unique. But either way, called it in, called it in. We get some more troops on the field. You should consider getting more fuel caches up to sort of keep the T-35s rolling if that's what you're going to be playing at. Got the Panzer IV here, Veteran T2. Other one, Veteran T1. Both of them will need some repairs. We've got 2 Steel Pioneers to do it. He could consider getting a mechanized regiment up to then sort of help with that. That might be an idea. But so far, Zuna has the armor advantage versus his communist opponent. Well, in a sense, I mean, the T-35s are, of course, doable, and on a sort of equal basis, the T-35s might have an advantage, unless the Panzer Force can reasonably rapidly reach the high levels of veterancy. Though, of course, as the Model J's, they do veterancy up faster than the regular Wehrmacht Panzers. We do get a mechanized regiment going up there, do get a mechanized regiment. Admittedly, while the more solid armoured skirts are wrong on the Model J, it does look cooler, so that's largely why I'm okay with it myself. But just a quick note there, so. T-35 getting ready to work up, field guns moving up as well. But the Panzer IV was indeed the workhorse of the Third Reich's Panzerwaffe. The most numerous built tank. Panther was the second most built tank. Most built armored vehicle though was actually the Stu, but that's another discussion. Large amount of infantry, and there we go straight into the T-35s. 85mm guns opening up, high force rounds flying through the air. And comes running straight into a wall of fire. They're getting absolutely murdered in the process. Airstrike here. Zuna kept his close. Close. No, it was actually towards here. Not sure what he was doing there, not here. But oh well. Mentioned one, we've got the Panther Force joining in. Shooting at a wall though. That's less grand there. Bernhardt. More shots, not quite hitting there. Overall a bit of a armor engagement that neither really sort of won. I mean, ultimately though, Ivan here was able to get off some infantry kills. It's not all bad. But still, we got Zuna with the larger force. And currently also more terrain then again though. Ivan he has the better chance of quickly filling up with more tanks, in which case things might get a bit unpleasant for Zuna, since the Lux will not really offer parity there with 3 T-35s. And the Panther Force are not really at that level of veterancy where they can actually sort of threaten all of those tanks. So it's a bit of a risky situation here, bit of a risky situation. To put it mildly. Going to speed this up just a bit as both sides are slowly building up for the next punch. But at least they're no longer flowing. There we go. Third T-3045. Also got a maximum out here. Luke's in cautious movement mode. Spotting out. Clearing out some mines here. And there we go. Got the assault going. Luke's here coming under fire. Fox goes in there. T-3045 a bit of wider front, ensuring they don't get caught in one go. Luke's down. We got a more Academy on the way for Ivan. Heavy fire going in. The Fox are getting slowly wiped out here. Not looking good for the initial front line. He should have had some sandbags, I think, to cover those. Folks, so there you go, Panther 4 arriving to the scene. Same one arriving, got the field guns firing away, though one shot bounced. One Panther 4, they're close to getting wiped out, close to getting on Vetri 2 though. No Pentamother machine guns at either Panther. Two orbital on here, though they are awfully close. So well positioned T-35 might be able to get off some heavy losses there on them. Conscious they need to fall back, otherwise Ivan here risks bleeding out. Oh, never mind, yeah. Dead. Another airstrike in from the Soviet Air Force. A bit late there, Phil. A bit late there from Ivan. That could have gone a bit better. That could have gone a bit better. We got more countries there on the way, though. Replenishing the losses. Replenishing the losses. Panther moving in. There we go. Conscripts killed. Note by the veterans, he does become more accurate. To sort of make up for the fact that actually the Panther 4 has more scatter than the other Panther 4, so the Model J. So a little note there. He does in fact get over a lot more accuracy bonuses by, for example, Veterans 4. So a little fun fact there. Conscripts moving ahead though. Panther 4 needs to get away. It's coming in heavy fire. They've got lots of T-30s, got several field guns here. Basically that way Ivan is pushing ahead here with the solid armor front to actually make it difficult here for Zuna to basically hold it back, because if there's any sort of bigger thing, then the field guns can also deal with them. So in that regard, it's not too bad here, not too bad there. A very slow steamroller here from Ivan. Oscar's moving ahead, but they are going to come under fire from the T-30-35s. Academy joining in as well. Other Panther 4 ready to move forward to the front. There we go, both now with Pentamother machine guns, by the way. Fox is in a bit of trouble. They're getting caught by the T-35. There we go. 22 kills, by the way, already. And Veteran 22. That's never going to be a problem here for Zuna, since that T-35 will have a higher rate of fire. That will definitely be something here the Panther Force will have to struggle with. Got another counter squad there on the way. Speeding things up again. There's a little maneuver here. It seems like maybe Ivan could be feeling he's not too confident in that. Then again, there's a lot of mines in the flank, so of course they might be feeling a bit more confident just trying to push up through the centre. Oh, one tank here dispatched to the Sion pioneers on the flank. Slow advance attempt here by Zuna in return. And he's actually popped armor-piercing rounds on both of the Panzers. That feels awkward. He must have been feeling something was going on there, but instead he just ended up wasting quite a bit of munitions. It's actually 90 munitions altogether he wasted on both Panzer IVs. I mean, it does give them more penetration and a bit more damage, but in this case they really didn't do much for them. Five countries got while they're here for Ivan. Patrick there with the T-35. Rockets flying all through the air. Might want to get that T-35 oil. No, he's waiting for the Soviet Air Force again to try and do the trick. And there we go. Much better strafing run there. Much better strafing run. Aircraft though went down. Bits of bodies all over the place. There you go, Panzer IV striking out again. I rather think Zuna should not be trying to attack head on with the Panzers. Instead, he should try to flank, deal with any interlopers there. For example, the tanks and the infantry over there. Maybe try to catch his opponent from the side. That might have a slightly higher chance of working rather than running straight to field guns and a lot of T-35s, including rather veteran ones. Both players, so almost fully pop cap now. Zuna's got a bit more to work there with, though. Now again, we got the heat rounds up. He might get one of the T-35. Ow, you missed, Heinz. Short rounds are expensive, you idiot. Oh, shite. He lost the veteran Panzer IV there, though. The other one's closing eventually too. That's definitely going to hurt. This is going to give him short on tanks. One option now is basically to try and wait out for another Panzer IV battle group, or he might try to basically mix it up with a Panther. And that could certainly also work. That definitely did not work out well with the Sunnis now losing a lot of ground. Ivan is now ascendant on the battlefield. Getting good pressure up the left flank as well. Not really looking good here for Zuna at all. The only thing that Zuna has worked to his right. He's actually getting a Stuka Fuss. To deal with the field guns, that's not necessarily a bad idea, though again, it's sort of a more of a pummeling approach. Comes there, coming in front, there we go, retreating. Missed. Stukas of Fuss arriving, part of usually either Panzer brigades, not battalion, but brigades, artillery, which is actually very little, or a Panzer Pioneers heavy company. Or Panzer Pioneer battalion specifically. So they had that for their own artillery. Little fun fact there. There you go, T-35 strike up on the right flank. Zuna might be feeling a bit worried with all that's going on. He's down to just one Panzer IV, by the way, versus 3 T-35. Some of them, either Vetri 2 or very close to Vetri 2, which is definitely going to cause a problem here, unless he can rapidly get that Panzer IV veteran as well. And even then, it can't exactly say even if Vetri 5 handle all three at the same time. That's going to be quite the task there for Zuna. More rocket strikes there. Didn't really do much there versus Ivan. Bit of a shame. Speeding up again. The game has sort of changed a bit of pace. Comes on straight into the pants. Straight into the mine then. Nicely done. He actually managed to bait them. Can he get Vetri 2? Ah! Just barely couldn't. Meanwhile though, interesting enough, I mean, Ivan could consider maybe launching an assault here from the flanks, catching all the armoured vehicles, for example, from behind, rather than just trying to sort of sledgehammer his way forwards. That might actually work out there for the best for Ivan, but so far, there seems to be no sort of real movement towards that at all. Whatsoever. Sturmhaus engaging 2 counter squads. Not going to work out here for Zuna's Sturmpioniere. We got more infantry arriving to support, but it might not be enough here. Then again, considering here that Ivan does not use cover. Oh no, my T-35 arriving. Counter squad wiped out. The Russians did something heavy loss. We've got another Soviet strike here. Oh, heavy damage to Sturmpioneers, but nothing else. We've got the Panzer IV arriving as well. Panzer IV running, but at the same time being cautious, though there is actually a mine. Who doesn't know that? But it is usually not uncommon to see a mine around here in this particular passage. Nope, we got a 4th T-35 now. With all the infantry losses you saw it suffered, you can replace them with tanks. So now we're up to 4 T-35s versus 1 Panzer IV and a few Pantriks and a Kettenwerfers. This is definitely a bit of a chance here for Zuna. He might be slowly building up there for something. He's getting towards the field. There we go. Tank strike on the right flank. Oberside might get wiped out. No, he does not move in for the finish and kill despite all of these infantry units being so easily laid up. That was definitely a huge missed opportunity from even. He actually lost a tank on the left flank though. Panzer IV gaining veterancy 2 in the process. Not too bad there. But again, huge missed opportunity to really deliver a hell of a kick there to the teeth of Zuna by Ivan. But he's definitely managed to build up quite a bit of munitions there as well, allowing for several strikes there from the Sturmoviks. There you go, attacking head on here. Panzer IV needs to get away though. We got a Kedmev as well, we got the Svera Panzer Quarter opening up, we got Fossil's flank as well, we got a Kedmev here. Might be here that even knows. And there we go, another T-35 down, another T-35 down again. He's quickly replacing them with the losses as they come in. So in that regard, you know, Ivan is not going to be completely caught pantsless. There you go, Panzer IV receiving its most vital and most needed repairs. Stukas was setting up here for another barrage by the looks of it. Even as the Panzer IV receives its repairs. T-35 there taking several hits. Field gun crew almost annihilated.
Close air support is available.
Bit of a slower paced battle. Panzer IV moving ahead. Getting up a field shot there on the Maxim. T-35 moving ahead to go. Panzer IV coming firing with a field gun on the flank. Orbison moving ahead a bit clumped up. Careful with that. Careful with that. Zuna, Maxim, well, pretty much down. Another strike from the 3rd Air Force. He's just got dozens of them. And certainly the way it goes, you can basically get one every 2 minutes. Considering all the munitions he's getting. So not exactly going poorly there for Ivan. Who's clearly probably building up for another pair of T-35s. Question is, what is Zuna going for? Will it be another group of Panzer IVs, or will it be a Panther? Field gun down, we got constant tank straight into 2 orbital line units. Smoke grenade down, Panzer arriving. Forced to run straight through the poisonous smoke there. Looks like they largely get out of it all right. Largely. But Ivan is beginning to bleed out here a bit. He's trying to rely a bit too much here on brute force, and Zuna has basically sort of reacted to it. So at this stage, it might be an idea here for Ivan to continder some larger flank assaults. Again, he needs to sort of build up his Panzer force and try to strike Zuna here from the sides, catch the Kedmev, catch the Panzer IV, and position can't so easily move around even the infantry. And again, I definitely feel like he missed an opportunity running again to really do some serious damage at that earlier point. At the very least, getting that orbital line unit wiped out, so it's back to bite him in the arse with a vengeance and the light machine gun. Well, he's got the fuel for a Panther. He could also, I suppose, aim for a King Tiger. That would definitely be interesting. And rather potent, too. Speeding this up again. Ivan now, a bit more bloodied. His nose a bit more flat there after all the beating he's taken here from Zuna. And we actually got signal relay up. Spun up with the tanks. I think we're actually trying to catch Ivan's tanks there. With a quick barrage. Basically trying to sort of predict where they are, and looks like he's sort of gotten the idea, so he's moving up like Kedmev's here to try and stall and stop it. He might also use the Panzer IV then to sort of attack it from the flank. Kedmevs need to get up, the Kedmevs need to set up! Scheisse! Bit too late there! Zuna! But there you go, shots fired, but at the same time they're in a rather open position. Already one crew has been wiped out. Not good there exactly for... Oh dear, he might lose the other one as well. Yes, 2 field. Kedmev is down. Aircraft though. Straight into the tree. So many Soviet aircraft shot down. Too bad they don't really count for anything like that. T-35 they're being summoned away. Although one has reached veterancy 3. Panzer warming up support. Need to get away though, Ivan. It would be a shame to lose such a veteran tank crew to the fascists. Clearly that crew is composed of heroes. It's definitely getting closer like here. Zuna might be able to get in some King Tigers. Got another smoke grenade down. Conscripts again marching through it. Do not worry, comrades. It is just harmless smoke. It is not like the Germans would use harmful chemicals for smoke. Are you sure about that, comrade? Anyways, troops holding up there reasonably nicely. Back to 40-35s. Zuna really needs to make a decision here with the tanks. We've all wants really sort of get the initiative back on a more proper basis. Will he be going for a King Tiger? Will it be a Panther? Will it be more Panzer IVs? Come on, Zuna, make a decision. Deutschland is waiting. I mean, he could go for a Sturmtiger as well, but I don't really think that would be much worth it versus 40-35s. Quite the opposite. Got another larger battle setting off here. What shall Zuna's decision be? Shall it be a Panther? Nope, he's actually got too much population now. There you go, T-Fed for attacking. Kenev's firing off as well. Might get one wipe there. Interesting enough, he did not wreck any of those, by the way. He did not wreck any of those. When he had the chance there, Mr. Zuna. There we go, one Kenev permanently put out of action. Permanently. And there we go, Panther on the way. He was actually having the fuel there for a King Tiger. He just needs to wait for the manpower. Maybe lose another unit, another Kenev as well. Getting a Panther, getting a Panther. Panther 4 firing there, taking heavy damage. Needs to get away though, closing in extra field. Oh! Stukas Fuß got the field gun. And it was a veteran 3-1-2. That was not good news there for Ivan. Panther pulling back for repairs. Panther soon ready for the front line. 5 T-35s by the way. 5 T-35s. Not very often you get those kind of battles, but again, this has been a more slow pace, a slow boil, if you will. Though probably in part also due to the map, it generally tends to sort of cause those sort of engagement rather than a lot of flanking, I feel. Sturmpire needed wiped out there. That was a bit reckless there by Zuna. We got Ivan here, basically, or Ivan, basically trying to sort of, get back all those victory points. It's not looking good for him in that regard. Zuna has a lead, and a substantial one at this point, at least compared to him. There you go, Panther, Panzer 4.
This now belongs to the people. Our T-34s have been outfitted with 85mm guns. We will follow their tracks to victory.
Damage in again on the Panzer 4. Conscripts get away. Another signal relay. It's actually pretty rare to see someone use it. Next rare is actually see someone, use emergency repairs. You could actually use that to fix the engine on the Panzer 4. Maybe you can get all the damage repaired. Rather than having to wait for it to get all the way over here. So that might actually be an idea.
Combat engineers are standing by.
Another badass shot there.
Area secure. Mine detectors have arrived.
And he's just rolling that Panzer 4 all the way back. All the way back. I don't think we'll ever see that ability used as it is right now, though. Too expensive for, well, basically something which the American crews, for example, can do much more easily. And at no cost. There we go. Hit a mine. Pan thumbs up. Panzer 4 joining in.
You are showing weakness.
Zuna might have to, or even might have to up the rest of his tactical support. A lose an easy victory here for the German Panzers. And there we go. Might see a larger tank battle taking off here on the, well, by the depot. There we go. Betty Fleety could have hit versus the Panzer 4. Scheisse. There we go. Blitzkrieg get the Panther in. Can he get it out of there? Veteran to 3 though, which does increase the mobility of it. And the rate of fire. Looks like he might escape T-35 there. Not again, he's really paranoid about it. He does never pursue there. He never does even try to briefly get in there. Panther here, they're doing nothing on the flanks, or in the centre really. Might want to try and flank the T-35 to get off a hit or two. But looks like here, Zuna might be a bit cautious, a bit careful. But there we go, we got, well, most of the tanks except with one down here, the T-35 with the Trinity Fleet, which has been well put together in good condition. Trying to repair the sort of damaged one here. Got Panther, we got Volksgrenadiers. I want to use the building here for safety for the Volksgrenadiers. There you go, Panther taking heavy damage. Panther 4 almost ready again. Needs to move forward to support here. McKenna supporting as well. He's got another one. Meanwhile, making good progress over here. Units getting wiped out. Now we're seeing Zuna's bleeding up pretty rapidly as well. He could go for another Panther soon, or a Sturm Tiger. Or he could try and play for some, well, more Panzer IVs. He's bled out a lot of them. If you know, we're seeing more Volksgrenadiers on the way. The Panzer IV's ready though, once more. Halfway to Veterans IV already, by the way. If it does hit, that'll be more accurate. It'll also have a longer range, which is overall pretty good. But I'm not entirely sure actually how much the Veterans IV range bonus is. It's just +5 range, or actually +10, which could actually be the same range as a Panther. But a Stug. Oh, nice rocket strike there. I mean, he's actually managed to force away the tanks there. So, I mean, a quick rush there, but looks like over here, Zuna is looking ahead of that, realizing he's got nothing in the center to screen the Stugers with a quick rush. There you go, conscripts. Might go down. They're going to tank going off, damaging the engine again. Oh, just no luck here for Sukhoi. Anyone seem to be trying to tank here to catch it? You could, of course, try once to actually use the emergency repairs. It's an emergency. Even holding back the tanks, he's clearly not quite aware of what state Zuna's force are currently getting. He's got nothing at the front line. A quick push forward here could actually knock out the Shred Punch, done a lot of damage, but he's seemingly very nervous and a bit paranoid here about the state of Zuna. And he's up to 6 T-30-45s. 6! Not very often you get to see that in a 1 versus 1, now is it? That's definitely a Soviet armoured fist. Pathing up here. There he goes straight into the Raketenwerfer, not so wisely done there. Alternating this one's active actually too, which does make it overall nastier since it has a higher rate of fire. Might lose that T-35, get away, Ivan! But there you go, tank up. We got an airstrike going again. He's really fond of those airstrikes, really fond. Didn't do much there. Looks like this Soviet aircraft made it through. So this tank's still being repaired. This tank's still being repaired. I'm pretty sure they've already had a nice lunch while they're waiting for things to get done. But at this point, I think we're just basically waiting for whatever sort of cataclysmic armoured engagement to come is going to come. And it's definitely going to come down to how well Ivan basically handles his tanks versus how well Zuna does his and everything that supports them. Because, I mean, if Ivan plays his cards correctly, he can basically swarm the tanks one at a time. They won't be able to resist. On the other hand, if he doesn't use his speed to his advantage and his numbers, it's going to be the advantage of Zuna because he'll use his armour. And, well, his better guns to his advantage, particularly the Panzer IV with the higher rate of fire. And such will actually probably be rather lethal at that point. So that's definitely going to be something that's going to be dangerous for Ivan on the other hand. In particular the Panther holds against more veterans. Plus those Raketenwerfers. Oh! Another mine there. Heavy engine damage again. That tank crew really has no luck. Still is keeping Zuna here a bit on the back foot. They can't really last this. Because not like Raketenwerfers to basically knock it out. Panther IV landed an excellent shot there, wiping out a conscript squad. And T-35 was abandoned. But he doesn't care and wrecks it. But now we're down to 5 tanks, some of them rather heavily damaged. He's now actually lacking the troops to repair them properly. Another one though called in, he doesn't care. And again, despite having so many tanks again, he's not really playing them to his advantage. He's not playing it to Zuna's advantage. A bit slow, a bit, peaceful again. When it's the Russians, use your numbers, use speed. You just want to swarm the Germans. You don't want to be doing it, dueling it out. That's only to the advantage of the Germans. There you go, veterans before. And you got heat rounds going up. You should pop them on both tanks. Who's actually got the commander there? There we go. Heat round there, knocking up one T-35. And again, because it keeps to the range, it's only to the advantage of the Germans. He's looking to be close in and dirty with Zuna's panzers. But because he's keeping at distance, the Germans' armour and the high penetration also of the heat rounds rather gives them the advantage. Plus, of course, here, with the Panther, with the commander in, he can just see without needing anything to spot for the gun. Plus, the Panther can also take advantage of it. There we go. Stuka strike there, almost knocking them out. In fact, all he needs to do now is blitzkrieg forward. He just needs to blitzkrieg forward so he can knock out the tanks. They're all in a terrible state here. And there we go, it happens. And if he hits Veteran 5, it'll actually be more lethal on the move, by the way. There we go, almost got another one. Panther charges forwards with heat rounds. Though it takes a bit of damage hit. In this case, he gets close, and all of a sudden the T-35 again has the advantage. But again, pulls out of range. Now he's got the advantage. So in that regard, when it comes to Soviet versus German tanks, it's about range. When it comes to your tanks, fight close. When it comes to tanks, so of course, you should fight at range. In that regard, Ivan rather made the training mistake of just getting blindsided and just focusing utterly on the T-35s. And also being too cautious, allowing Zuna to basically sort of slowly get his tanks up and running and also build up a sufficient munitions supply to, well, basically, get heat rounds to build up, plus a highly veteran ace Panzer crew there. So now it's all down to 2 T-35s here. Victory points are going down. T-35 knocked out again. 3 T-35s, by the way, abandoned during this fight. Another knockdown. Now it goes to Rakenovs get more veterancy. They become, well, basically better at just shooting out a lot of rockets, which they do get nasty. And also note their distance sufficiently far enough so the T-35 can't circle them all at one time. And there we go. And that's pretty much game over there. That's pretty much game over. And there you go. Victory for Germany. A victory for Deutschland. It's a Panzerkampfwagen 4 with 31 kills. In the end, in this case, proving its worth reasonably well. I mean, in this regard, for Zuna, I kind of have to criticize him for not trying to flank, using his initial strength of Panzer force to be a bit more aggressive. Instead, he played it too passively, which was to the advantage of Ivan as he slowly crept forward through the center. And that was one mistake there, but then Ivan rather squandered it by, several times basically to deliver some critical, crucial, well, basically kill blows there to Zuna's forces. Several times he missed that out. That was a huge mistake there. He failed to wipe out weapons of the retreat, and overall, when then finally came for the large armoured engagement, what did he do? He fought, basically to the advantage of the Germans again. Don't just shoot out at distance. Get close. Get unpleasant. Get uncomfortable. Get lethal. I mean, if you fight at distance, the Germans' armour will largely work out in their favour, even in the numbers. When you play with the Russians, get close. You've got the armour, you've got the numbers, you've got the rate of fire. So in that regard, that's what you want to do as the Russians. You don't want to be fighting at range with a Panzer. That'll only work out to the advantage of the Germans, as you noticed here. So in that regard, that was largely the mistake here of Ivan. I would also like to criticize him there for the bit of float there, but in the end I think it turned out to be a reasonably sort of interesting fight. So there you go, a cataclysmic 1v1 with a rather large armoured battle there. Done. So I hope you all enjoyed this battle. I hope you learned something from it. I hope it gave some ideas. If you did want to subscribe, tell your friends, share it with everyone. If not, send a replay on or provide some feedback in the comment section. This is Imperial Dancing. Cheers and thank you all for watching and see you tomorrow. Bye everybody.